band, all dressed in white. What's gonna trouble the waters? The leader look like the Israelite. What's gonna trouble the waters? See that band, all dressed in red. What's gonna trouble the waters? You know it look like the band that Moses led. What's gonna trouble the waters? Oh, wait in the water. Wait in the water, children. Wait in the water. What's gonna trouble the water?
We've got.
That's right.
This house is open to all of goodwill, peaceful, who come and bring the arts to make a better understanding with everyone.
That's right.
We want to be a better example to the youth so they know that they don't have to disrobe or do anything crazy just to be affirmed. You can get your affirmation by being the best you.
Oh, I like
So,
that. That's right.
Brother Larry Owen is going to bring an important poem from Etheridge Knight. And Etheridge Knight wrote poems. Realized that, you know, one of the things that is happening in our sojourn in these Americas is that a lot of people have been unjustly imprisoned, and a lot of things have happened to people who were railroaded into jail. So sometimes your poetry comes from the jail because it opens your eyes. I know Tupac did Hail Mary from jail.
No.
So we're gonna give Brother Larry Owens our full attention, and even if he has to read the expletives, we understand people write the real and the raw because it's necessary.
Okay.
Give him a hand.
Yay! I was teaching in Minnesota and had the good fortune to have a colleague who grew up in South Chicago. And he introduced me to the poetry of Etheridge Knight. And here's an Etheridge Knight poem that I really do enjoy. It's called Feeling Fucked Up.
Yes, sir. Come on now.
Lord, she's gone, done left me, done packed up and split, and I with no way to make her come back. And everywhere the world is bare, bright bone, white crystal, sand glistens, dope, death, dead, dying, and jiving drove her away. Made her take her laughter and her smiles and her softness and her midnight sighs. Fuck Coltrane and music and clouds drifting in the sky. Fuck the sea and trees and the sky and birds and alligators and all the animals that roam the earth. Fuck Marx and Mao. Fuck Fidel and Nkrumah and democracy and communism. Fuck smack and pot and red ripe tomatoes. Fuck Joseph, fuck Mary, fuck God, Jesus, and all the disciples. Fuck Fanon, Nixon, and Malcolm. Fuck the revolution. Fuck freedom. Fuck the whole motherfucking thing. All I want now is my woman back. So my soul can sing.
You're not going anywhere. I have an assignment for you, sir. Stand right there. I went ahead, you know, when I was down and out and broke in my 30s, I went back to school and I got a BA and an MA in English Lit.
Okay.
And this is the kind of stuff I studied. So look, black drama.
Oh yeah, sure.
This is from the 60s. And I bet you Etheridge Knight's in here. Now look, on the front, we got Amiri Baraka, Archie Shepp, Langston Hughes, Ben Caldwell. That's the other Ben Caldwell. Lonnie Elder, who wrote Ceremony for Old Black Men. And I want you to just open this book anywhere, you got your reading glasses on, and just read off the top of your head anything. You just open it and give us a few lines of wisdom. Give him a second.
Amiri Baraka.
Amen. We love him.
He used to be Leroy Jones.
Yes, sir.
When he was Amiri Baraka came to our campus, and the place was filled up. Auditorium was filled with people. And he argued that power belongs to those who own the definitions. And it struck me, and I've thought about it many times since, how you have power if you own the definitions. Oh, there's Leroy Jones. Sure. So here is something from Douglas Ward. James says, very original, never thought of it that way. Tom says, scatter them freely, the house will survive. And Luann says, it's exquisite, such an interesting room.
Beautiful. Before you leave, now that you mentioned him, like, I don't think, I always...
Leroy Jones.
Right. That's an
I know him as, I met him as Amira Baraka.
Right, but peep this. This book right here, Blues People, was published in 1963.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing, this is a poet that I highly recommend to anyone interested in the roots of jazz and blues. The reason
It's
being,
great.
the reason being is this. He said, like you said, Estes, he was so tired of white critics trying to explain what jazz and bebop was and not having a black experience. He went to Howard University. He was born in 1934 in Newark. He lived to be 89 or 88. He used to come to Lamert a lot. But let me say this about Leroy Jones. When he got out of college, he went to Howard University and he studied for 2 years under E. Franklin Frazier, which was the leading sociologist, and 2 years with Sterling Brown. And what he was doing was he was trying to understand what's inside of the music that liberates the spirit and gets us from this down drudgery. So he spent the best part of his intelligence studying the music. And when you get this Blues People, it's not about, oh, we just love the music. It's how our people, our ancestors, took this basic music, which was so rich, and got their humanity back. This book, because he studied under a sociologist and a poet, and he said, I want to explain why I feel this way when I hear Monk. So I recommend this to everyone. Read Blues People, 1963. And thank you for the F part, because the music, that's what Quincy Jones said. If you guys see Back on the Block, Quincy Jones, he's telling the horn players, he's saying, hey, mother, Y'all remember that part?
Right. Well, man, I need you one more here. Good. Give a hand up for Mellow Blue, y'all.
Yeah.
While I got you up here, I just want to address the fact, because you said something I never heard anybody say before, fuck Coltrane. And I want to say this about that. The vice president of the NAACP, his name was Jesse McClendon. And one day he said to me, man, fuck Coltrane and all that space music. Give me a cowboy song I can hum. So I'm saying that to say this. My cousin said, yeah, man, let's go kick his ass. My cousin Pablo, John, in this thing, Juno Lewis, 13th Ward, Kulu say my mom, my cousin was the one hooked up. So John Coltrane did his only album with African roots. My cousin hooked that whole session up, and was the saxophone player, creator has a master plan.
You talking about Pharoah Sanders?
Pharoah Sanders on it, and he was high that night, and he, my cousin
but
said,
that
I wish
dude
you shut
said
up.
that because his
But
woman
who?
was gone, right?
Right. So I'm just saying this, look, I want to confirm that I just understand why that. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
It happens in Sand House.
Right. I would like to do a